Okay, so there are a number of you that are struggling to get your documents into our assessments, right? And so I wanted to kind of go over a few ways in a real informal video to show you if you have a mobile device, a phone. I'm going to talk about two things in particular that are not iPhone specific. Number one, the Canvas app for students is by far the best experience possible. That's my number one recommendation. The second recommendation I'm going to make for you guys is to pick up the Google Drive app, okay? Because I can always select images from my Google Drive to put into my assignments, right? And so I'm going to show you how to do both of those things real quick, and hopefully one of those ways is going to be something that you can figure out really easily and kind of get your documents, get your images into your assignments really easily and kind of get around this weird thing where I can't figure it out and then I have to email it to my teacher, and then our teachers get like 5,000 emails with images, right? And we got to kind of make that fit. So here we go. Let's try it. I'm on my phone and I'm going to navigate to my Google Drive, and I'm going to go to the folder that I want to put my file in. So I'm going to navigate to this year's folder, and I have a folder called images, right? And so these are things, this is something I can find, I can figure out where I'm going to go. I'm going to add an image using my camera. Okay, so I've got my image, I've got my paper, so I click on camera, I'm going to bring it up, and I've got a drawing from my notes I'm going to enter. I'm going to take a snapshot of this. I'm going to use photo. It's going to upload that image right into the folder that I know where it is, right? So don't do this in your main Google Drive folder because it's simply going to throw it in there, and if you have a lot of things there, it's going to get lost. But we have it here right where we want it. At that point, I can go in my folder, or I can go in my assignment, and I can upload it from there. I'm back in my assignment on my laptop, on my Chromebook, and I would love to be able to submit this using my Google Drive. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to click on submit or resubmit. I've already submitted once, so we're going to go down to this part where it's letting us choose our file. If it's on my laptop on my hard drive, then I can choose the file, but it's in my Google Drive. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to click on Google Drive. It's going to bring up my Google Drive, and it's going to let me pick, and I use the images. I'm going to select the image that I have, and I'm simply going to click submit, and that's how I can go within. I can put comments in there if I needed to do that with my teacher, if they needed to know anything. Maybe I put several different ones. I can comment on that, and I can click submit, and that's as easy as it gets. And it says okay. If it doesn't do it, it will tell you that it didn't, but you can go ahead and it will tell you that you have one file submitted. It'll kind of tell you that at the end. Sometimes you do have an issue, it's a little slow. They'll tell you if it happens not to load up or not. Let's go to my Canvas app and see how I can go from there. So what if you want to do it from the student app? So I'm going to click on the student app. I'm going to navigate to that assignment. So I'm going to click my assignment, and the assignment details are going to pop up. It's going to say here you have something. It's got all the instructions. I can even launch the tool, look at the worksheet, to look at my instructions. This is just an assignment I have out for my pre-cal class, and then I'm going to click submit assignment. I haven't actually submitted it yet, but it's saying, well, what would you like to do? Record it right here in Studio if it's a video, or do you want to upload a file? So I'm going to click file upload, and at this point I have some great options. I have the camera, I have library, and I have files, and I have my scanner. So a couple of things. My best option would be, my favorite option would be to use the scanner. So I'm going to click that bottom button right there. And it's saying hold up an image. I'm just going to try to find this image. Now I've got a lot of stuff on my desk here, so I'm going to try to put this. So that's a terrible image. Let's click retake. I'm going to hold it up where it's a little bit easier to find, and it's going to try to find that. If you've got something really clear, you can do it, but I'm going to click that image, and it said, well, I couldn't quite find the right image. If it's on a nice tabletop where that's the only thing, it'll automatically scan it. So I'm going to move these corners to the right spots. Don't click on the corner, you just click kind of close to it, and you can get your images in just the right spot, right? You can see it magnified. So I've got that. I'm going to keep the scan. You can tap on it just to see how it looked and see if you got all the corners or everything. Double check that. This is a color document. If I needed to size that, I can go ahead and click the crop button at the bottom, and it'll bring back up those corners. I can click done. I can also change the coloring. If it's a color image, it knew that there were colors there. If this is just pencil and paper, I can go ahead and click black and white, and it'll make that stand out really well. I can even do a grayscale. I don't think I would do that. I would choose the color option or the black and white options, kind of depending on what you have. And then I can also rotate it if I took it in the wrong orientation. This is really important for your teachers. It's really nice to have it in the right orientation. Okay, once you're done, you're going to click done up top and then save, unless you had more pages. You can do several pages at a time. And once you're done, you're simply going to click submit. It will say submission uploading, and then it'll say submitted, and confetti happens, and it lets you know it was a good submission. And that's how you would use your student app on your phone.